3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to episode 20 of Ruse Radio, coming at you in 2020 from a brand new location. We just chilling, we just vibing. Who is
fucking
it?
Vibing.
We're freaking vibing.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Friendly.
We're not just family friendly.
We're heckin' vibing.
We're heckin' vibing up in here. And you know what? It's a good time up in the Osborne household, the Saddoc Paradise Palace, the place to be.
What can I say? What can I say?
What can he say?
I can say a lot of things.
You can. And that's why we're here, because this is episode 20 of Ruse Radio, 2020. Here we are. Happy to see you guys. We have a couple things to talk about. We got that Saddoc Part 2 of 60 Seconds coming soon. It is coming at you guys full force. You have anything to say about that, Saddoc?
I'm very, very, very excited for it. Oh, I'm sorry. I just got a whole fucking bag of M&M's there. I'm very, very excited for Saddoc Part 2. It will definitely be a better study of my character, I guess, for those that don't exactly know me that well.
And how do you think you got to Saddoc Part 2 from Saddoc Part 1? How have you changed in that time?
I've become happier. I've understood the process a bit more, I think. And I've really been keeping in mind quite a bit. And just I'm being confident in myself and confident in my abilities.
How'd you develop that confidence? Where does that come from?
I'm not exactly sure. I did acid over the break.
That's one thing. Yeah, that might do it.
And I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was like, you need... Wait, actually, I think
you had to come to Jesus moment?
I have a voice recording, if I may play it on the phone. Yeah, this is me in the morning.
Beautiful.
Me in the car. No. This first one is me walking into my apartment.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear Saddoc.
You need to start goals, motherfucker. Learn where to spend your money. Fucking get a guide for it or some shit. I'm just angry, but fucking save your fucking money. Jesus.
Oh, you gotta bleep that part out.
That's for you? Now you made that for yourself? Wow.
Idea for the Planned Parenthood video.
Oh.
Yo, my shit doesn't suck. I make good music. I just don't deliver it well. And what I mean by that is that I don't put a good performance into it. Give me just one moment.
I was talking to myself. Give me just one moment. Like it was somebody. Oh my god.
For someone.
Jesus. Dude.
That's good stuff.
So yeah, I was off my absolute mind, and I became confident.
And well, I mean, that is good because you did have a realization, or at least that propelled you as an artist. It seems that's good that you have an actual recording.
I have notes.
You should use that as a sample in a song.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Like you yelling at yourself.
Spend
that's
your
literally
money.
What it is.
Yeah, acid trip. I have it in a bulleted list of the big moments of that acid trip.
You have a bullet list.
Took a tab. Didn't feel shit. Took another. Right after that, the first kicked in. Aw, fuck. Looking at myself. Reflecting. I'm good looking. I should smile more. TikTok binge. Talk to Evan. TikTok binge. Nadia asked me to pick her up. Told her I couldn't. Went to Meemaw's. Went to mall. Didn't have Brockhampton shirt. Got a beanie. That's the whitest phrase I think I could have said. Came back. Got dog. Deposited check. Went to Tractor Supply Co. Dog got plush. Dog pissed on seat. Dog got leash. Walked dog. Released sad death Midwest noise. Date announcement.
That was all in that period?
When did
you make that list?
I was up for more than 40 hours. I could not sleep. And I was still on acid.
Like, How long after? This is all the 40 hours?
This is not the complete 40 hours.
But like which trip it is.
But like
it's good stuff.
After I released the Sad Death Midwest Noise date announcement, I was just kind of booling in my room doing nothing.
Of course.
And then Evan came over, and then Gabe, Lil Ankle Weight
came over.
He sent me the first drafts of the Sad Death Midwest Noise EP. Evan and I listened to that, took notes, sent them back. So
interesting.
It was a very eventful 2 days.
Well, sir, I'm glad that you've been evolving. We all need to be a little bit like Pokemon sometimes. We all need to look at ourselves like evolutions of our past selves. Isn't it strange? I often look at things that I did probably a year, like even if it's a year ago, even just the things I did a year ago from today, there's a lot of things I can like see that I made that I wouldn't do the same way now.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's weird because there's not ever really a point when that all happens. It just kind of slowly happens a lot of the time. And it more so when you look farther and farther back. And since I've been making art for a decent amount of time, I can look at songs I've made from like 3 or 4 years ago even. And like the songwriting is good, but it's just like little things, like just like in terms of how I would post videos of like my room looking all messy and me just like, dude, no.
that fucking ALS Ice Bucket Challenge.
Yeah. Yeah.
I fucking love that video.
That's a good one though.
It is
a classic.
It's an absolute classic.
That was the second take. So when I did I already had tried it once, and then like I stuttered.
Looked wet.
I was already wet. We actually didn't have any ice in the buckets because we used all the ice in the first take. So I mean, if you watched that, you would notice that not only am I wet, but there is no ice anymore.
That is great.
So that was a good one. That is some Ruse classics. There's some Ruse classics out there. There's some Saddoc. There's some Saddoc. Not however, what are some ways that people pronounce your name other than Saddoc? Are there other ones?
Saddoc.
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 Is there another one? Are there more?
I think it's only Saddoc. That is the one that I mainly hear. That's what Ruse called me, actually. Mr. Wyatt Chipman at one of the shows that he was presenting me at.
Did I really?
Yeah. He's like, ladies and gentlemen, Saddoc. And I was like, oh, this motherfucker.
I did that.
I swear.
I apologize. I formally apologize.
It's not like it really affected anything. I gave an alright performance that night. That's the night I met Jason Nova.
That was a good night. That was
Jordan.
a good night. Wasn't it? Was it Jace?
Yeah, Jason, Jordan, Rocco.
Jason, Jordan. Didn't Jason and Rocco do their own thing though for a little minute? That's what
they had that like 15-minute set. Yeah.
Yeah, because they kind of like shook things up for him, and I was like, wow, they're really taking over.
They did the whole encore shit, dude.
They did. Well, Saddoc, I truly think you have been evolving out here, and I would also say, your output of content is admirable.
Thank you.
You put out a decent amount of stuff, and I like to think of myself as someone who puts out a lot of stuff. But
oh yeah, definitely.
When you're doing that, you don't expect people to give you credit, or like you have to keep doing it all the time without getting any like thing back. And putting in that type of effort, I think, says something about your character. And there's a lot of people that aren't willing to do that, you know? So when I see people that are willing to put in that much, even though they don't have the biggest following, you know, I know how that is. So I can relate to that, and I think that that's one of the things that pushes me forward, is seeing other people that are willing to put in that. Like Gabe is another person that does that really inspires me. I think
you got to believe that you have that following.
Yeah, well, it's already there. It's already out there. It's just waiting to happen.
You got to work to have that following. Therefore, you got to have that mentality already. You got to work with that knowledge.
Yeah, I agree. I say it sometimes, but I got this piece of advice forever ago. I don't know if I've said it to you already or not, but it was from a speech I got through like Teen Quest I did in high school, and then they get you a job through the job fair if you get a job, and I got a job at G-Card, but then you ended up having a speech with some guy during that. So it's the guy who does, I think it's Legendary Tattoo in Flint. And it's only one guy. And he was like the first tattoo artist to have a billboard in Flint. I think that was what he was, but that's one of his things. But he was talking about how, in order to become a thing, if you ever see yourself with a vision, you have to do everything like you've already done that vision. Like, say my ultimate goal is to play Madison Square Garden. I should just treat every day as if I've already played Madison Square Garden, because that's the attitude that's going to get me there. And also, I think, in a way, once you achieve your goals, you will always hit this point where it's like, oh, I already did it, so what now? So if you always look at things like you've already done it, you're just moving forward, and you're never going to have that happen, because that's another thing. Like, if my goal is to always do this thing, and then it finally happens, well, what's going to make me happy then? So then I agree. I think you need to look at things like that. I think that's important. I think it's also just one of those things where you have to, like you said, it's a confidence thing. Like, it makes your art more confident even.
Absolutely.
Because then as an artist, you kind of have to believe in what you're saying and what you're putting out. You have to believe that's meaningful. Like, if you don't feel like it means anything, or if you're not in it, then it's not the same. I in your recording right there, your criticism of yourself was that you're good, but you're not putting yourself enough in the performance. That was basically what you said.
It's me reciting lyrics.
But that's the thing you have to, it's like a hump. I think a lot of people do that, though. A lot of people like that, but they're not aware that they're doing it. So the fact that you can even notice you're doing it and actively change it's a good thing. Because there's a lot of people who, I think, write songs, but they don't fully like that's what, for me at least, that's what makes music interesting, is when I feel like it's part of somebody, like they're putting themselves into it. Even that's like performance. It's performance art, just like a movie is. You feel like it's a representation of something, and that's what makes it meaningful. I think, and what I've learned from interviews and talking to people and all that is that everybody has something different in them that's not in anybody else, and you can't replicate that. That's what makes different artists sound different. Not everybody can come up with what you can come up with, and that's what makes you special. So I think that stuff's really, it's important to just understand that what you have is special, and you just have to look at things like you got it, and then you have it. Because what you have really is special. Everybody's special, Saddoc. You're special.
Oh,
I'm special.
That's what the school tells me.
They tell you that?
No.
Good for them, dude. They're nice.
Put me in the class.
Nice of them. They put me, that accent? You know what that accent reminds me of?
What?
Adam Sandler. And that reminds me of something we should talk about.
Uncut
Gems.
baby.
Uncut Gems, the movie. Dude, that movie was fire. That movie's fire. I saw it with Saddoc. I did an episode of Ruse Radio just recently, episode 18, with Adam Sandler himself. He came on and we talked about the movie. You guys should definitely check that out to hear the Sandman talk about it. But it was a great movie, dude.
Absolutely.
I'm glad that you posted about it, because that probably partially influenced me to want to more even.
The amount that I've been rooting for this movie. If I can do this for this movie, I can do it for Bernie.
No, did you want to see it before it came out?
Oh, absolutely. The moment I heard about it, I was so incredibly hyped for it. And then they released the teaser trailer, and then they released the full trailer, and I was watching it, because I knew about the Safdie brothers' previous release of the movie Good Time, starring Robert Pattinson.
Stopping Robert
Pattinson from making a good role. No, a good character. I don't know. But
I gotta love Robert Pattinson at this point.
Oh yeah, no, he's
Shout
really.
out to my boy.
I'm excited to see what he does in the Batman.
Oh, dude, watch. I mean, I don't want to interrupt you. I'll keep going.
No.
But watch The Lighthouse.
I have to.
Speaking, actually, it's related, because Good Time. Watch Good Time.
I still gotta watch Good Time.
Shout out to a boy.
But I went to see Uncut Gems opening day in Michigan on Christmas Eve. Went to a theater in Flint. and I sat in the middle, and there were quite a few people there. I didn't expect that many people. And
when did you see it? Like how late after?
It was like 11. It was a 10 o'clock showing.
No, but I mean, like, what day? You remember
Opening day. It was Christmas Day.
Oh, yeah. So there were a lot of people.
Yeah, and everybody was
Christmas Day.
Yeah, it came out on Christmas Day.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was an absolutely amazing experience. I like the whole movie going experience in general.
Me too.
And that was really insane. So I was ranting about it. I made my own graphic for a hoodie that I put out. Maybe you can put a picture of that. I can send it.
Yes, give me that photo.
I made my own like phone cover for it. I made a poster thing for it, and
this man
I just felt
and got merch for it.
I felt so just like inspired by it. I never see something so like real. Like you could tell this is this person's passion. Like not just Adam Sandler in the role, but also the Safdies and everybody else involved. They all had a good time making this. Like you can tell. And I don't know. So Wyatt hits me up. He's like, hey, do you want to go see Uncut Gems? And I was like, fuck yeah. So I went over to his place. He was talking about a little binker situation. Telling me how to get my bink card.
Yeah.
And
talking bink.
Yeah, bink talk.
Bink talk.
This Thursday's on Adult Swim. And no, we went and saw Uncut Gems. We were a little bit late.
Oh, but that's fine. I saw the colonoscopy online.
Yeah.
Light spoiler.
Light.
I don't really think like it is because where else do you see a colonoscopy on film for real? I mean, only this movie. And you're wrong, by the way. It's not actually Adam Sandler's colonoscopy, but it is a real colonoscopy.
I thought it was his
They had
real
to clear the rights for it, but I don't think it.
Really?
I didn't see anywhere that it was Adam Sandler.
I can show you the clip where
if you can show me them saying that it's really his, I would be. It would add another level to brilliance to the movie
between him and Brad Pitt.
It's on there?
Yeah, for Vanity Fair.
No, okay. I did watch that, but I watched it before I saw the movie. I'm gonna rewatch that. I'll rewatch it.
Dude, I've been watching so much shit about it. It's really
I've watched so many interviews. That's what I do. Every time I see a really good movie, I want to study it. I don't do it beforehand because I don't want to know anything beforehand. I try to not even watch trailers at this point. Like, if there's a really good trailer, I'll watch maybe half of it. And, like, when I'm in movies, if I'm often late, which is at least a blessing and a curse because I miss the trailers and I hate trailers. I think trailers just always give away too much. So I try to avoid them at all costs because, like, if I can just see a movie just straight, only hearing that it's good and knowing a couple things about the plot, perfect. I don't need to know, like, how the whole first act is going to go because if I know what's going to happen in the first 25 minutes, it's just not as exciting for me. I try to go into everything as blind as I can, and that's what I did with Uncut Gems. I'd only seen the trailer like forever ago, so I just knew it was a good movie, and Adam Sandler was crazy good in it, and that it was going to be great. But afterwards, I'm like going crazy about this, like watching a million interviews with freaking Adam Sandler, which I never thought I was going to be doing.
I didn't either. I didn't either.
Dude, it's crazy. It's so good.
This is how I win.
This is how I win. And what I really like about it is there's a couple things that really stick out to me when I think about the movie. I think about the sound design and the score, like the music and the way that
the score
all the sounds
sets
blend.
the tone for everything.
And watch Good Time. It's the same composer with Good Time, so it's got its own kind of sound to it throughout the whole movie. But they're different sounds. Like it's not the same exact thing as Uncut Gems. But Uncut Gems really does have a nice sound, and then you get all those conversations going on at once all the time, which
such real dialogue.
But not even just that, you get those tight shots the whole time you're doing that.
It's anxiety.
So you feel like it's like, and it's also the anxiety. It's like realistic anxiety because it's like if you have a bunch of people talking,
yeah,
you're looking at this one person's face.
That...
Exactly, it's like how a real conversation feels when a bunch of things are going on. And so I really like that. I can see how people wouldn't like it because it feels almost like it's like forcing you to pay a lot of attention. Like you have to, like if you want to hear Adam Sandler talking to KG at the beginning, you got to listen to everything because everybody else is talking at the same exact time when he's showing off that golden Furby.
Somebody's talking about the Furby, another person's talking about making a sale,
and they're all real conversations too.
Kevin, another person's talking about like the security for Kevin, and Adam Sandler. It's like Jesus.
And it's not what's interesting to me is whatever. What's interesting to me is that they didn't do it like how they do most movies, where you'll have people fake talk in the background. Like when I was watching the interviews about it, they had them actually talk in the background. They would just kind of like half direct them on what to say, and then everybody in the background was kind of ad-libbing the conversations, which makes it even cooler.
They gave them like a topic of a conversation.
Well, right, like you guys just have to kind of say this and that. Like, did you see how in interviews how Adam Sandler actually got beat up a little bit?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Because he said it in so many different
scene.
ways. In a bunch of different scenes, I think, because the car scene especially, because he actually looked like I want to go back and rewatch that because
absolutely frightened.
Dude, well, that scene is a good testament to the acting of Adam Sandler in the movie, because I legitimately feel for him right there. I'm like, wow. Like when they say that thing about resurfacing your pool, he has that look.
What did I do? No.
That look on his face. Like I 100% bought that.
And then when he's in the cab, when he finds out that
that's another one.
The thing that I shall not say, and he's like, oh.
Oh yeah, he has a moment in the cab.
They play it in the trailer as it being like a negative thing.
Do they?
Yeah,
Do they?
Yeah, it's cut in a different way, at least in my opinion.
Oh, I'm trying to think of another. Was it I'm Gonna Fucking Come? That's a great.
I'm Gonna Fucking Come.
That moment, did I laugh? I think I laughed.
The guy who played the guy who quit, the guy that he's not listening to, he's a real jeweler.
Is he really? He's not even an actor?
He had beef with 6ix9ine because 6ix9ine didn't pay for like jewelry, and that's like, and he has these things. So you know how Iran, the whole conflict that we were having there for like a hot second, we still kind of are, but like he was talking about how it would affect the prices of gold, and he's like, this was gonna be great for the jewelry business, I swear.
But he's a real jeweler. Wow. And that's the other thing about the movie that's crazy good, is they have people who aren't actors acting freaking. Kevin Garnett is another one I didn't talk to you about yet, because we were talking about the other.
He's absolutely amazing.
But Kevin Garnett, they have an actual role, and you wouldn't even guess that he's not an actor. You'd think it's someone playing Kevin Garnett. You'd think it's someone playing Kevin Garnett that looks exactly like him.
In the auction scene, I really like that auction scene.
I think what I really liked out of his performance, I agree. When you feel like he's really like wanting to buy it.
I want this. Yeah.
But what I really liked is when Adam Sandler's convincing him to get the gem.
Oh, when he's leaning.
That part, and also the leaning. But also the scene where they're stuck in the glass, and he's like getting like he looks legitimately annoyed with him. Like I 100% believe,
when they're bringing back
because he's trying to buy it, and he's like, no, that thing's worth $1 million. Oh. Spoiler! Sorry.
You can bleep that out.
Sorry, I might. Oh,
speaking of Uncut Gems,
might bleep that out. Ooh, that's a little bit of Adam Sandler he's looking at. On his Instagram, he's got some.
Dude, these are some amazing shots.
Some exclusives up in here.
Oh, that's great.
So everybody go to Uncut Gems on Instagram and see those exclusive photos, dude. Really a great film. Really a great film. Isn't it nice to be able to start off the year, or at least end the year for you, seeing such a good movie featuring? I hope Adam Sandler follows this up with something great. I hope he doesn't jump back into
even if
Adam
he does
Sandler films. Even if he does,
he's got 5 until he's got to do another big one like this. Yeah. I feel like he's earned himself 5 fucking vacation movies. You're go over to fucking Abu Dhabi, I do not care, and go take Kevin James over there so he can go and hop on the camels and get kicked, and I will go and pay money for that, and I won't say anything about it.
It's fine, because we like you now. We're cool with it now. You earned it.
Speaking of Adam Sandler movies, guilty pleasure.
And Adam Sandler's not necessarily bad.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
I'm not. Everybody kind of sees his movies as like guilty pleasure movies. Like, let's all agree, Happy Gilmore, classic.
Happy Gilmore's classic,
absolute classic.
50 First Dates, not too bad.
I've never seen it.
You know, there's a couple other good Adam Sandler movies. Like, I still haven't seen Punch Drunk Love, but I need to see it so bad. Paul Thomas Anderson, dude, The Master was amazing. I need to see that movie. What else? What else we got with Adam Sandler that's really good? What else? Bedtime Stories.
Bedtime Stories is a good film. That is a good film.
Great film. It's a great family film. It's wholesome. I saw it in theaters, and I had a heart jerking moment. My heart got jerked.
I also saw that in theaters. When I think about that.
Yeah, I did see Bedtime Stories.
I'm sorry for being on my phone.
It's okay. I fell asleep while I was watching it because Adam Sandler was telling me a bedtime story, and it was so effective that I actually fell asleep during the movie. And when I woke up, he was still there. He didn't leave. So it was really good. It was a good experience. I loved The Sandman, and I loved Uncut Gems, and I love you guys. Do we have anything else? Do we have any topics you want to hit on? Anything you want to tell the people before we hop off? I mean, I feel like we should at least hit one more solid thing.
I got a new EP coming out.
Oh, yeah. You got a new EP coming out. You haven't talked about that yet.
No, I was kind of talking about, but not really. I'm not sure when this will be out, but the EP will be released Thursday, January 16th, 2020, called Sad Death Midwest Noise, hip hop and rap EP. Mixed by Lil Ankle featuring Young Sleeping, Communist Death, 12 Flex. Look out for it, man. It's the best stuff that I've made yet. I'm really proud of it. Really looking forward to it. Getting some good reactions on it, so stay tuned. Oh, and also UpNrth. Should we make the announcement?
That's a great way to close this, isn't it?
I think that this is the best way to close it.
How can I forget? That's so good.
Sir?
Handshake, because why are these guys shaking hands?
Welcome to the UpNrth family, Wyatt Chipman. So, this little thing that Jesus, this thing that I've started UpNrth. We've come to the realization that we need somebody else on this that can really help out, and they have the same ideas, same kind of drive, and I'm really looking forward to having Wyatt on the team.
Ruse. Call me Ruse. Ruse is my cool rap name that all the people will call me by. I'm
looking for Jesus.
Someone recognized me as Russ the other day. That was pretty funny.
Russ?
They were like, "Hey, are you Russ?" I was like,
I got recognized at a gas station, that new Valero in my town.
Uh-huh.
The guy got out of the car, and he's like, well, I was getting in my car, and he got out, and he's like, "You rap, don't you?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "That's cool." And I'm standing there, he's standing there, he's like, "You heard of NF?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he goes, "Yeah, he's white." And then I got in my car.
Oh, that's so funny.
And I was like, "What the fuck?" And then the boy Vaughn Lambo walking out of
Vaughn
Meds. Hey, Saddoc.
Hey, Saddoc.
I love
Vaughn. That's actually why I asked you at the beginning here.
Vaughn Lambo is great. I haven't tried his potato yet. If that place is open,
the Lambo Tato, it is always open.
Is it an actual thing?
I feel like if you went in there and asked them for the Lambo Tato, they're so familiar with it, they wouldn't know what it is, because he really wants them to just put it on the menu. Like, dude, I'm telling you, it's a real thing. Like, you go to the farmer's market. It's kind of like
how they say order a McGangbang at McDonald's, order the Lambo Tato at the Flint Farmers Market.
You go to the Flint Farmers Market and you go to that potato place and you order a Lambo Tato, and they will know, because, and if you go deep, you will see what the Lambo Tato really is. You go to Vaughn Lambo's account on Instagram, you go deep on my Instagram, you'll find out what the ingredients of the Lambo Tato. The Lambo Tato will change your life. But that's not what we're talking about right now.
If you know, you know. That's all I wanted to say.
And if you don't know...
Oh, okay. No, I was going more with the Pusha T Daytona.
I was going more with, who says that? And if you don't know,
that's pretty.
Is that Notorious B.I.G.?
That is Biggie, but he also says the President Obama get down word at the end.
Oh yeah, that President Obama get down word.
he says racist Keemstar word.
That Keemstar. He says that PewDiePie, dude. He said that PewDiePie.
Okay, Justin Bieber, PewDiePie, Keemstar, almost definitely Trump. How are none of these people canceled in 2020? Justin Bieber just...
Oh, dude, cancel culture's over. Cancel culture's over. We're going into 2020 vision all the way. But anyways, dude, we're getting off topic. We're getting off topic.
You should just cut this.
I am happy to be a part of Up North. That's what we were talking about.
Yes.
I'm on Up North. I interrupted you because I said something about something. We are on this Up North thing, and I'm really excited because you know what? Up North is a collective made by artists for artists. Up North is something that you should not buy into. We're not trying to make you pay attention to something like this. Up North is something where we're bringing local people together. We want to show you what local talent is capable of. We want to show you what it's like when you have talented people around you, inspiring you to work harder. Up North is a representation of what it is to be a hardworking artist. Up North. Be up. Be up north. Thank you guys so much for being here. I've had a great time. I can't wait to see you soon. I love you. I love Saddoc. I love his dog. I gotta remember that name. What's your dog's name?
Peppy.
Peppy.
Peppy. Peppy. The boy here. Peppy, come here.
Peppy. I was gonna say, I love Saddoc, I love you guys, I love me, I love you, I love Peppy, I love everything. Ruse Radio, love all around. I'll see you guys next time.
Thank you for having me, sir. Up North, Sad Death Midwest Noise, Saddoc, Ruse, yeah boy.
Yeah boy. Ruse Radio, clocking out.